Okay, I'm going to go through here and show how to create a new GameKit controller character, AI character. So first we're just going to do a humanoid, and then after that I'll show you how you can do a generic one as well. So firstly, you're going to want to find your model, your 3D model, which just pick any one of, anyone you want. Just do one of these guys. Okay. Make sure he's got an animator on him. And then you can check for colliders. If he has a collider on him, you want to get rid of those because they will push your character around the scene randomly. Okay, looks like he's good. So then you go here, create new character, change it to AI, enemy, or whatever you want. Drag the model from there to here. Don't drag it from the project view, drag it from the scene view. Okay, and then you can choose the type here. If you want him combat, just means kicking and punching. Melee means just melee weapons. Pedestrian just means they walk around and don't do anything. Violent pedestrian means they will fight back with you instead of run away. So you can choose any of these to start with. So we'll just do a regular armed one, I guess. And then you can either just click create enemy and it will create it with all the default values, or you can click this and click this, and then you can change the settings here as well before you create them. But you can always change all this stuff later. So we're just going to hit create enemy. So it created him there. Let's get rid of our mesh that we put on the scene. Okay, and now you'll see that we created him here, and I guess I made him a friend. I'm not sure how I did that. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. So now he'll work as long as you have a nav mesh, and I already have a nav mesh. If you don't, that's a different thing, but you can go to Window, AI, Navigation, or use the nav mesh components package. But anyway, you can see I have a nav mesh here already, the blue. So he will walk around and shoot and do all the default behavior now. So now if you wanted to make him a generic AI, or if you wanted him to shapeshift so he could turn into a different animal or something, you could select this and then go to here, generic models, add new generic model to controller. So as long as you have this selected, it's going to bring up this window right here where you could make put your generic model there. If you don't want that, if you want to leave him, have him be a human and then just start making a brand new one, so then just click somewhere else, click off of that on something that's not a character, and then go to the same area right here, and then you'll see it has these buttons instead. So you can basically just instantiate a dummy AI to make your generic AI. So we want it to be an enemy, let's say an enemy AI for a generic model. And I already have these set up, but we'll just make this. Okay, so I have that. I'm going to go find my model. Once again, put him on the scene first before dragging him into the model slot. Okay, go that, find my avatar. And, okay, so I've actually already made this animator for him. But what you would do now is search for generic animator. This comes with GameKit controller right here. Okay. And then you duplicate it and make your own out of it. And I have mine stored in a different folder. So I did Control D to duplicate it. Okay, so there it is. So then we name it, you know, whatever we want to name it. Okay. Then you open it up in your animator window and go to locomotion, grounded, locomotion again, and you'll see your animations here. So I would go find my crab animations and drag them into here, which I'll just do a couple real quick to show you, but I've already done this. So I have mine in this folder right here. Or I'm sorry, that's the controller, not the animations. Okay, here. Okay, so there's my animations, and these could be in FBX or whatever. So then you just find your idle animation, put it on that one, and you can see what these are kind of here. So this is walk forward, walk left, walk right, walk reverse, I guess. I forget the order of them, but yeah. So you just set those to what you want. And we could put the crab here to check the animations. So we'll go to idle and see. So that's working. Okay, now I assume these ones probably aren't because those are not animations made for the crab. But anyway, yeah, so this is forwards. If it's 1 here, if it's -1, that's backwards. And then this is forward or backwards, left or right, and then this is a speed over here. So they go -1 is reverse, 1 is, you know, speed, and then you could put 2 for sprint or whatever you wanted. But that's how that's done. So anyway, I've already got an animator, which I'll show you real quick. Okay, so this is the one that I've set up already. And you'll see that I have all these different animations here. And if you see how this is set up, so it's idle, forward, walk left, walk right, walk forward. That's sprint because it's twice the speed. Walk left, walk right, walk backwards, -1, -1, see? And that's walk backwards left, walk backwards right. Okay. So anyway, now that you have an animator controller set up, you can go back to the GKC create AI window, which I closed accidentally, so okay. Okay, so we'll drag that back here. Find the animator controller that you just created. So this is the one that I just created, but it's not the one that works. So the one that I had before is right here. And then check the box that it's AI. Okay. I did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now you see we've got this, and now it has all this stuff to set up on your character. So now you go to your, whoops, that's not the right one. There it is. Okay, so this is the crab. So if you go here, he'll have the human under this part, which I used at Ethan for a dummy model. So if you're never going to use that, I don't think this really matters, but I just turn it off if you're never going to use that, if you're just going to use it as a generic. So then you go down to non-essential, other AI systems, elements used by other components, custom character controller manager, right here, here, here. And then you'll see your character right there, your model. So in order to set that to be the one that it starts with, you have to go to here, your player controller character, or game object. And then there's a spot that says to start as generic character. And actually, I think it's on here. Yep. Start game with custom. Yeah, so start that and then crab. And then you want to click Enable Current Generic Model, and you'll see that in this scene, where did it go? There, it changed him to a crab. Well, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, it was at origin. Okay. And it's not showing anything because I disabled Ethan up here. So normally it would be showing him right now. Okay. But go down to here, the parent on this custom character part, and then go down to the bottom of it and enable current generic model. See, there you go. Okay. So there's our crab character. And I'll go ahead and move him somewhere that we can see him. Delete this mesh. And then use the GKC toolbar to move him into my scene view. Okay, and if that happens, if nothing happens, you need to put the right layer there. So my layer is terrain. And there you go. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and test this. I'm going to disable all of these. I was doing a stress test type of thing. And this stuff you can change later, but you'll need to set up your collider, the size of your collider for your generic and all this stuff, which I'm not going to go through and do right now. But there's all these different settings that you can change now or later or at any point. Okay, so we're going to go in and test.
Alert. Alert.
Okay, so there's the human AI attacking us, and the crab is moving as well. Alright, we're dead.
Alert.
Vengeance is mine. So that's a bug with, I think it's Enviro 3 right now, where it makes the exposure go weird like that.
Alert.
Alright, he's dead. Crab dead. Yep. Nice. Well, there's some little bug there where when I try to pick him up, but that's for a different time. But anyway, yep, there you go.